I've been a mechanic for 20 years. I've seen trends come and go. I've seen engines that were supposed to change the world end up as anchors. And I've seen engines that the experts hated end up running for 500,000 miles. But I've never seen a transition as volatile as this. The HEMI is gone. It was the heart and soul of the Ram brand. And in its place, the Hurricane, a twin-turbo 3.0-liter inline-six. And if you're asking me, or anyone else, if this is the right move for your wallet, you aren't looking for technical specs. You're looking for a guarantee. You're looking to know if you're buying a work truck or a financial liability. Today, we are talking about the 2025 Ram 1500 repair cost. We're going to get past the marketing. We're going to get past the forum hearsay. And we are going to calculate, based on what I'm seeing in the shop right now, whether the Hurricane platform is a gamble or a legitimate successor. This is the truth about Ram 1500 reliability and why the cost of ownership is changing faster than you think. Let's be clear about one thing. Technology costs money. When we compare the old 5.7-liter HEMI to this new 3.0-liter Hurricane, we are comparing two completely different eras of manufacturing. The HEMI was based on a legacy architecture. The parts were plentiful, the designs were well understood, and every independent mechanic on the planet knew exactly how to fix one for a reasonable price. It was the quintessential repairable engine. The Hurricane is not that. It's an engine of extremes. You have two turbos, a sophisticated electronic wastegate system, advanced fuel injection, and, most importantly, extreme thermal management. In my shop, extreme translates to hours. When a HEMI had a coolant leak, it was a 2-hour job. You replace a hose, you fill it up, you're done. When a Hurricane has a cooling system issue, you are dealing with a complex web of lines, sensors, and electronic pumps that are buried deep in the engine architecture. To get to them, you're pulling apart half the front end. That isn't a design flaw. That's the reality of a compact, high-output engine. The time it takes to perform routine repairs is going to be higher. And what do mechanics charge for? Time. If you think the 2025 Ram 1500 repair cost is going to be the same as your old truck, you're in for a massive surprise. Now, let's talk about Ram Hurricane engine maintenance. I had a guy come in last week with 15,000 miles on his 2025 Ram. He asked me, how often do I really need to do the oil? Can I push it to 10,000 miles? I looked him in the eye and said, if you want this truck to last, stop thinking like that. This engine operates at pressures and temperatures the HEMI never touched. It demands a specific high-end synthetic oil. If you miss an interval or if you use the wrong spec, you aren't just hurting the longevity of the engine. You're risking the health of the entire forced induction system. The cost of a turbo replacement on one of these? It's not just the part, it's the labor for the hours spent on the lift. I'm seeing a trend. Owners who treat this engine like a legacy V8 are having problems. Owners who treat this engine like a German sports car, they're running perfectly. The trap isn't in the engine itself. The trap is in the owner's inability to adjust their maintenance habits. The cost of maintenance is higher, partly because of the materials, partly because of the labor requirements. It is simply a more sophisticated machine. If you aren't prepared for that cost, you're going to be disappointed. I hear the questions every day. What about the electronics? And the dealers are finally being honest about it. We talked about 36 Ram 1500 electrical issues before, but let's talk about the cost of those issues. When a modern Ram truck throws a code related to the drivetrain, you aren't just swapping a sensor. You're often dealing with a chain of dependencies. Sensor A talks to Module B, which controls Turbo C. If sensor A is faulty, the entire system might limp mode the engine to protect it. You take the truck to an independent shop and they might look at the engine and say, everything looks fine. But that's not enough anymore. You need the diagnostic software that can map that chain of dependencies. And that software, it costs a lot of money to license from the manufacturer. So when you see a dealer charging a high diagnostic fee, it's not because they're trying to rip you off. It's because they are paying for the access to the information required to troubleshoot a complex, multi-layered electronic system. The HEMI didn't need that. The Hurricane demands it. The repair costs in the future are going to be defined by diagnostic complexity. If you want to avoid these costs, you'd better hope your warranty is solid, or find a shop that is fully certified and equipped to handle the 2025 plus architecture. So, is it a financial trap? If you define a trap as a vehicle that is more expensive to maintain, more sensitive to neglect, and more reliant on specialized service than its predecessor, then yeah, maybe it is. But if you define a trap as a vehicle that is guaranteed to fail, or a vehicle that isn't worth the money, I disagree. I've seen this engine perform. The power is addictive. The efficiency is vastly superior to the HEMI. It's a leap forward in engineering capability. The real question isn't whether the Hurricane is a trap. The question is, are you ready for the evolution of truck ownership? We are moving away from the era of the everyman mechanic and into the era of the specialized technician. If you love the truck, if you appreciate the engineering, and if you are disciplined about your maintenance schedule, this is going to be a fantastic truck for you. But if you're expecting the HEMI experience, low maintenance, high tolerance for neglect, cheap and easy fixes, then you're buying the wrong truck. I'm going to keep documenting these costs. As these trucks hit higher mileage milestones, I'm going to be the first one to tell you what the real bills look like. We're going to compare the lifetime cost of a 100,000-mile Hurricane versus a 100,000-mile HEMI, because knowledge is the only way to avoid the financial trap. If you own a 2025 Ram 1500, drop a comment. What's your mileage? Have you had any major repair costs yet? Let's get a real-world count of how these are holding up. Your data is helping every other owner out there. And make sure you hit that subscribe button. We are going to be the ones who actually know what's going on under the hood of these trucks. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the comments.